Giving you story after story, everything is true. Some things are kinda scary, so what you gon' do? Cause that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes we spit scripture, line upon line, not discussing wickedness, but what is divine. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tales from the Sipp, episode 63. Yeah, coming back once again. Got a little thing I want to tell you about. This is a time when I was a working man, just minding my own business, and the dude tried to set me up. Yeah, episode 63, the setup. Now, this is what happened. Now, at the same time, I was like 20 years old. No, I was 21. This was after I got out of jail, doing 6 months in jail. But anyway, so I was at work, man, just doing my thing. So this dude, he gonna sit up here, man, white dude. He was like 50 something at the time. Man, that dude gonna sit up here, man. Wasn't even bothering that dude. We had did, but we had did get in a little altercation, you know, what I'm saying? Because he was letting his white privilege pay off at the time. And, he was talking and running his mouth. I said, hey, man, I'll do something to you, man. You really don't know, do you? He like, man, I'm a 50-year-old man. All this and that. So let me tell you what the dude did. So we going about our business. Now I'm the one, had the words with him, at the time. Brother didn't have nothing to do with it. But since he knew that we was he was my brother, we was, always together and stuff at the time. We worked together. He couldn't take that, man. He had to try to get both of us jacked up with the police, man. So we sitting at work one day, we had the altercation, and I think my brother had a little problem with this other dude. My brother was like 19 years old at the time. I was like 21. 21, 22. My brother might have been 20. I don't know. I'm 2 years older than he is. But anyway, so the dude gonna sit up here, man. I walk outside one day. Again, they go to police pulling up. Pearl police. Or it may have been Richard. I don't know. But the police pull up. When they pull up, they say, are you such and such? I'm like, yeah. Then he go up and I said, yeah. He said, we got a call from you that you was sitting in the car, you and your brother, with some kind of white substance in the car. Yeah. So I'm sitting at work with a white substance in the car. Doing what? So the thing is, this was back in the day. So, I told you I had sold at Gate back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna try to say that, thinking that, oh yeah, if I say this, then you know what I'm saying, police might find something and then they'll lock them up. And you know what I'm saying, all this. See, this is dirty games that them white boys play. You know what I'm talking about? They feel like they can't get you. They want to always sick the police on you. They lap dogs. You know what I'm talking about? Because police are not here to protect and serve the people, not all people. They here to serve the interests of, you know, the oppressor, which is really you know, the rich people, you know what I'm saying? But they don't really care about poor whites either. You know, but they try to let them have a little bit more leeway than us. Or at least it was at one period of time. Because as we know that the police didn't start from, they wasn't what you see today. That's not their beginning. They started off as slave catchers. You know what I'm saying? Look at that badge they got and do a little research. Then yeah, to do a little research, you find out that they were just slave catchers at first. Then later on, they started having police academies and all that. Anyway, we get past that. You know what I'm saying? Got to chase rabbits sometimes. But anyway, so I said, man, I ain't got no drugs out here, man. I said, I'm at work trying to make money, man. He said, oh, well, do you mind if I search your car? I said, go ahead. You know, now I'm gonna say this. I always kept me a pistol in the car because that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I had one in my glove compartment. But I ain't got no feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So go on up in there and look. He looked in the car, started looking around. Think he found a piece of found a piece of it might be a little piece of crumb or in the ashtray. Probably was a cracker or some piece of crumb. You know what I'm saying? I am caught, it might have been as clean as it should be because I had some in the ashtray. You know how you vacuum the car, but might miss something. So what is this right here? I said, I don't know what it is. I said, I guess it was some crumbs, something, you know, sitting in the car. At the time, you might go in the car, you know what I'm saying, at break time, eat you you know what I'm saying, some kind of biscuit or something, a sandwich or something. I don't know. Then he, gonna get it, man. I said, man, this man trying to say some crumbs or some crack or something. But he knew that wasn't gonna work. He looked in there. Oh, you got this up in there. Yeah, I got yeah. He ran a check on my pistol. Came back, everything clean, so couldn't say nothing, get me on that. You know what I'm saying? Did your little tester on the little crumbs, find out it was just some crumbs. Oh, okay. I said, hey, why don't you tell me who, called you and told you this information? You know what I'm saying? They were trying to hide it. But I seen when he walked outside was laughing. It don't matter, you didn't do nothing. So end up, he had called on, it was me and my brother. Brother didn't have nothing. I ain't have nothing. But you know what I'm saying? It was dirty that dude did that, man. Now, in another day of time, in the right situation, back then, I would have caught that dude and did something real bad to that dude, man. But I didn't. It did nothing happen. I told him, I say, hey, man, you better be careful. But then nothing ever happened. Later on, one day later, same dude, a few years later, he helped me out with some money. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the type of person to keep a grudge. At the time, I do what I got to do, because that's what it called for. You know what I'm talking about? like the scripture say, uh, uh, you know, a fool in his mouth call for strokes. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna get that dude some strokes or something else. You know what I'm saying? But everything worked out like it should. And I left it alone. Didn't they want to go to jail, so I left it alone. But that's what it is. Time that the man tried to set me up, me and my brother. But moral of the story is, hey man, some people, man, especially those people, see, they don't think about the consequences of what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, that was a few years ago. See, police listen to anything they say. Whatever, whatever, whatever they word is law. You know what I'm talking about? But there's always consequences for your actions. And you have to be careful around them people. That's why, man, I really don't trust them. They could give me $1 million right now. Hey, Caucasian, I still won't trust you because I know you my enemy. But that's Tales from the Sipp, episode 63. Be on the lookout for episode 64. Till next time, peace out.
That's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes your boy may go way back in the day, talk about experiences and the games that he played. And that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Hey.